Thank you. I have the wonderful opportunity here to welcome you to this wonderful occasion. This is such a blessing for me to be here and to be with the wonderful people that are assembled that made all this possible. Every one of you have had a part in this great work that was started by Sister Ann and the Sisters of St. Mary's many years ago, a health wagon. And Sister Bernie, we're thankful, is here today to represent those wonderful people that started the health wagon, that brought relief and blessings and health to the people in the mountains that so needed it down through the years. And so we're so blessed that we've been led by the sisters and the founding of the health wagon, and also by the wonderful emblem that we have in Mother Teresa. I want to tell you about Mother Teresa. Some of you may not know this, but they asked one time about her service to India. She said that when she was a young girl, she slept and she dreamed that life was all joy. She awoke and she found that life was all service. And she found that service is joy. Service is joy. Yes. So Teresa Gardner has carried on this wonderful work here for us, and it's made possible by so many people that are here today that I can't name all of them, but I want to thank each one of you for being here, and I want to thank each one of you for the contribution that you have made, that you are going to keep making to make this wonderful service possible. And I want to close, I'm not preaching, but you know, Jesus in his first sermon was made this statement: I'm come to bring good news to the poor. I'm come to bring health, relief, health to those that are sick. So thank you, Sister Teresa and Sister, and we want to thank all of those that have made this day possible. Sister Bernie and Sister Ann, I miss her so. She's such a blessing to me, such a good person. And we're thankful for all those who made this day possible. So we appreciate this wonderful opportunity to bring notice to the people that are making this service possible today. Thank you very much.
Afternoon or morning? Afternoon. I'm Bob Adkins. I'm chairman of the Wise County Board of Supervisors. On behalf of the county and my board, I want to welcome each of you here. This is a very, very special occasion today. You know, some years ago, Dr. Joe Frank said to me, would you look around somewhere and see if there's a piece of property in the county close to town where I can park my tractor and trailer rig, and where it will be convenient for patients to come and see me and for me to get out and get to Dickinson County. Well, we've got a parking place for Dr. Smitty, but it kind of blossomed and bloomed. You know, once you get people like Sister Bernie involved in it, and the people that Sister Bernie represents, and Teresa Gardner, you know, things can happen almost overnight. And I want to thank them for this extension of the health wagon that they have allowed to come here. This is going to serve so many people, those who are uninsured and underinsured. And all of you here, I would be in trouble if I tried, but Shannon Scott's come along, so you'll probably hear more. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for helping us celebrate this very great day. Thank you.
We're indeed blessed to have with us today the Reverend John Ellington. Not only is he a pastor and appropriate to offer the blessing, he's a member of the Norton Lions Club, and the Lions Club, along with the others, have made a lot of this possible. And so it's with pleasure that I introduce Reverend John Ellington.
This afternoon, before we do the blessing, I have a request of you. If you'd be so kind, join me in a moment of silence, and let me tell you why. Dale Kennedy was a long-standing member of the Health Wagons Patient Advisory Board, a volunteer and supporter of the free clinic. He was instrumental in the final construction phase of this new specialty clinic here at Wise. Without his support, quick actions, and insight, this clinic may never have become a reality. We want to take this moment in his remembrance with love and prayers for his 4 children, Thomas, Travis, Jeffrey, Catherine, and his wife Janice. Please join me in a moment of silence as we remember with thanksgiving his mind, his heart, his commitment, and his courage. Remember his family as they suffer through the pangs of loss, of death, but look forward to find hope and peace. Let's pray together. Most of us, oh God, know that we belong to you because you made us in your image and after your likeness. To become like you or to be made like you means that we have the same feeling, the same heart, the same desire that you have. And that's what we find expressed in the joy of this place, where people can come without fear, without worry, to have the concerns, physical concerns of their lives attended to. We are grateful for that which you've placed in our heart. As we look to the years of ministry and service, of encouragement and hope that are past. But now we look forward to a new day, an extended and expanded day, where we'll find additional service for people who have very special needs in their lives. Special because they are yours. Special because they have needs. And special also because in the normal reign of things, their needs can't be met. So we thank you and ask for your blessing upon this ministry, this work, this outreach, this offer for help and wholeness for so many. For your abiding blessing, for the strength that you will offer to do the impossible, we are grateful. And only commit ourselves to further and greater service. We offer our prayer. We offer our lives. We offer our fortunes. And we'd all do it all because you loved us first. In Christ our Lord. Amen.
We are delighted to have with us today a representative of Congressman Morgan Griffith's office, William Bear Lloyd.
Good afternoon, everyone. You know, it's always just warms my heart to see people reaching out a hand to one another and helping take care of each other. That's really what it's about, and it's always warmed the Congressman's heart as well. And he apologizes that he's not able to make it today. He has some scheduling conflicts. As you well know, it's a large district, and there's a lot of things to cover. But he has wrote a letter because he's so appreciative of the work that you all are doing here, and I would like to present it to you. Ms. Gardner, congratulations on the opening of your new facility. You've made such a tremendous impact in Wise County and the surrounding counties by providing access to quality quality medical services to those who have been unable to afford health care in these areas. Today, the Health Wagon incorporates the programs of medicine and technology and a wonderful clinic that will allow patients to be conveniently served in an even more effective and efficient manner. The Health Wagon still continues to meet the needs of Sister Bernadette Kinney, focused on in 1980 by opening their doors to serve the medical issues of the many individuals and families in our communities. I regret that I'm unable to be with you today to celebrate the opening of the clinic. However, I applaud the efforts of your leadership and vision in developing a facility that brings a variety of medical services closer to home to Wise County. I know that you will continue this tradition of excellence in providing accessible, quality health care. Enjoy your celebrations today. With best wishes, I remain sincerely yours, Congressman Morgan Griffith. Again, we appreciate everything you do here, and we know that that's what it's about, is helping one another. And if we can ever be assistance to you in your work, please just let us know. Thank you.
And to read a letter from Senator Mark Warner's office, we have a member of the staff of the Health Wagon, Dave Mead.
Hello everyone, I am an employee of the Health Wagon, and Senator Mark Warner was unable to attend today, but he sends his best wishes in this letter that I'll now present. Dear Dr. Gardner, I am pleased to extend my warmest greetings to everyone gathered to commemorate the ribbon cutting of the Health Wagon. Your event is a tribute to the pride you take in your community and in the Commonwealth of Virginia. It is an occasion to honor the strength and mission that characterizes your organization. The programs offered and services offered by the Health Wagon provide important resources to make a positive impact on the healthcare needs of your area. The Health Wagon helps the uninsured, underinsured, and disenfranchised of the mountains of Appalachia in Southwest Virginia. I commend all those who work with you to help strengthen the community and improve the lives of others. Thank you for your commitment and service to healthcare needs of our residents in this rural area. On this important occasion, please accept my very best wishes for continued success and progress in years to come. Sincerely, Mark Warner, United States Senator.
And representing the Health Wagon Board of Directors today, we have with us the Chair, Larry Kennedy.
My name's Larry Kennedy. I've been involved with the Health Wagon actually since I think Sister Bernie came down from Boston and was actually driving around Dixon County and parts of Buchanan County and Wise County in a little Volkswagen Beetle. So, but I've been actually the board chair since 2007. It's the finest organization I've ever been on. I've served on several boards, and I don't have to do anything. It basically runs itself. That's how great I feel about this organization, to be honest with you. But I would like to update you on some recent developments. Excuse me. The Virginia Health Care Foundation has awarded us two part-time nurse practitioner jobs that we've already actually implemented. NBC and Comcast are here. They've been here for the last 3 days filming. They've been on the mobile unit, and they're considering a possible documentary on the Health Wagon itself. Dr. Teresa Gardner has been awarded the 2012 Domestic Humanitarian Award through the American Academy of Nurse Practitioners, and she will be traveling to Orlando in June to accept that presentation to her, that award. And Dr. Paula Mead, at the same time, will be inducted into that organization. She's already a fellow. Teresa's already a fellow with them, and Dr. Paula Mead's also been accepted into that organization. It's a very prestigious organization to be affiliated with. That's all I have to say. Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate you.
We're
delighted to have with us today Senator Puckett, and we ask him if he would please to say a few words. Senator Puckett.
Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. It's a privilege for me to be here today, and I'm really humbled by the efforts that I've seen in the past 14 years or so as I've served in the Senate of Virginia, of people in the Southwest region that really shows how much they care about the people that they serve. You know, sometimes we take that for granted, think somebody else is going to do it, and it's people, you know, like Mr. Burning and Dr. Gardner and Dr. Smitty over here, both Dr. Smitty's over here, who look after people in our region and take care of them, and not a matter of you know, what payment they get for that in monetary pay, but they're certainly blessed in their service and what they do, and we thank them for it. I'm reminded I had a visit, an opportunity to visit almost a year ago now in Washington, D.C., and I was down near the memorials, particularly about every time I go that way, I want to see the Vietnam War Memorial, and they're going to, you know, big event going on there this weekend already. But one of the memorials that I had not really looked at before really stuck close to me after we walked through that. And it was the memorial to President Roosevelt, a man who deeply cared about the needs of the people of this country, and particularly healthcare needs. But there's something carved there on one of those stones that says something like this, that a country is not judged by how it treats people on the top of the ladder, but it's judged by how they treat those who are less fortunate, those who are our children, those are seniors who might, for whatever reason, find themselves at the bottom of the ladder, the bottom rung. So I want to say thank you today for all of you that have had a part in what we're celebrating today, because you truly have exhibited a servant's heart to meet the needs of those of our region. And can't tell you, when I see the health wagon, I'm in and out. I see the health wagon moving through, or in the particular area of Dickinson, particularly in Buchanan and Wise, even in Russell. And so my heart sort of warms up a little bit, because I know there's people there doing good things to serve our communities. And I just thank all of you that have had part of that are involved in that process, and give of your time and your energy in serving the people that need your help. Thank you very much.
We look back in the back row and we see Carl Snodgrass, the director of the Wise County Industrial Development Authority, and that's sometimes where Carl prefers to be. Wise County Industrial Development Authority has done so very much to assist the health wagon in extending its efforts from Dickinson County into Wise County, and to possibly better serve the citizens of all of Southwest Virginia. Representing the IDA today is the chairman of the Wise County Industrial Development Authority, Mr. Kenny Gilly.
Thank you, Shannon. The Industrial Development Authority of Wise County is just pleased to be a part of this. We have been involved from, I won't say the beginning, but when Dr. Frank Smitty and Dr. Papa Joe Smitty got involved, we had to get involved. So we tried to locate the land, which we did, and we've given the health wagon the land on which this site sits. We have been involved in the different aspects of the whole thing. We've with the infrastructure, the preparation cost of the development, the private funding, the public and private funding, the sewer and the water, the electrical, the parking lot, just many things. The authority is proud to have played a small part, because there's many things that this group has done, all of you all have done, to make this a project that's worthwhile. We expect that the dedication and the competent and compassionate staff will make this a long-standing, long-term investment in Wise County, and we really appreciate it. And thank you very much.
All of the Health Wagon staff and all of us were so pleased to find the next speaker was going to be here and be able to address you. It's hard to say RAM without thinking Health Wagon, and it's just about impossible to think Health Wagon without also saying RAM, Rural Area Medical. We have with us, and are delighted today to have with us, the founder of RAM, Mr. Stan Brock.
Well, thank you, thank you. As the one person here who had absolutely nothing to do with the success of this operation, it's indeed an honor to be here, and together with Miss Jean Jolly, one of our longtime volunteers, to see what a tremendous success it has been. I think it was like 15 years ago that Sister Bernie and Teresa came to see us over in Mountain City, and where we were holding a remote area medical event, and asked if perhaps at some time we could come to Wise County. And I think we've now done 13 of those in a row, and the next one, of course, will be at the end of July. But and it was through that association that I got to know Dr. Smitty, and who have been such a driving force, not only here, but also behind the work of remote area medical. So we certainly feel a very close kinship with you wonderful folks here at Wise County, and it's just an honor and a privilege to be here, and thank you for the invitation today. Thank you.
To offer the keynote address today is a gentleman whose name has already been referenced many times this afternoon, Dr. Joe Frank Smitty.
What a joy it is to gather with all of your best friends and family on such a wonderful occasion. Thank you each for being here, and thank you each for your contributions. This clinic will be just a beginning. This is not the end of anything. This is the beginning of a great future for those who will come here and be inspired. They'll ask, how did this building get here? And someone will tell them the story about Sister Bernie Kinney and how she started in her little Volkswagen. I can tell them about the electricity that hit my heart when she called me and said people are hurting and we're in trouble over here at the Health Wagon. And I remember hearing Stan Brock say that it needs to be free and they need to get something real. Don't let them come and stand there and not get something real and make it free. I'm reminded of my dad telling me to go where the need is the greatest. Sister Bernie did that. Who would have started out where she started with the Volkswagen Beetle? Dad says, go where the need is the greatest. And on the end of this sentence, he says, and when you get there, do the things that nobody else wants to do. The most valuable person in any organization is the one who will step up and do the things that the other people don't want to do. You'll be the last one to leave your company, your church, your job, whatever it is. Step up. And you know, we learned from Bernie about going. You know, medicine had always been, you know, build it and they will come. Bernie's in the going mode. Mobile medicine. Mobile. Jesus was mobile. He said, go ye therefore. St. Francis of Assisi, born in 1181. He said, we shouldn't go and preach. Our walking should be our preaching. The going, Bishop Francis Asbury planted 4,000 churches in America. He was going. It's the mobile part. It's the moving. And the medicine needs to be real. I review the charts of the Health Wagon staff. I'm the person who can tell you. I have the MD degree. I get to tell you that I look at the charts of the Health Wagon. They're wonderful. I've never corrected anything. It's real. I'm required by Virginia law to do that. The quality of the health care that the patients get at the Health Wagon is the best quality they can get. There's a lesson here. The future of health care should come and look at the Health Wagon. Nurse practitioners, geniuses with loving hands and loving heart. The Health Wagon. It's faith-based. It's free. We incorporate volunteers. Everyone is welcome to come to the Health Wagon and be a volunteer. There's a need for everybody. There's a niche for everybody. The Health Wagon is the real deal. For those who are looking for what's real in life, the Health Wagon is real. Harvard Business Press just published a new book, Reverse Innovation. Harvard is telling us to go to the nooks and crannies of the world to find our real innovation and bring those ideas back and incorporate them. So it is with great joy that I can tell you that the needs are here. We have so many people that are underserved. They're in pain. They're hurting. The needs are real here. I'm a little bit of a world traveler. I've worked in medicine in several countries. And the needs right here in Southwest Virginia are just as great as they are anywhere in the world. Dental needs, eye needs, medical needs, underserved folks. The needs are real. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for your contributions. We are so honored and privileged to follow in the tradition of Sister Bernie. And let me add that the current Health Wagon staff, led by Teresa Gardner, Paula Mead, the other staff here, they are whizzes at grant writing, leading, inspiring others, not just the practice of medicine, but planning ahead, looking ahead, and showing us the way. We are so fortunate to have the Health Wagon as an example of how we can all contribute and how we can all be a part of this great future that we're just starting out on. So I will close in the words of our Irish friends and ancestors by paraphrasing the Irish to say, may the road rise up to meet the Health Wagon, and may the sun shine on your face, and may the wind and rain be at your back, and may God hold each of you in his hand.
I believe Paula Mead is Dr. Mead is going to have a presentation of some plaques. Dr. Mead.
Teresa's going to help me with this as we give these out. It is with great sadness and a heavy heart that our first plaque follows the death of our friend, our mentor, and our advocate, Dale Travis Kennedy. Dale was gifted as not only an incredible musician who could play any instrument put before him, but he had a mind that was sharp and clear until the end. We loved him so because he was our friend, but he was our advisor, our closest advisor actually. We always knew where we stood with Dale, and we liked that. If we wanted his opinion, we'd better be prepared to ask for it, because he would give it to us unsugar-coated, and that's what we needed. He expected others to do as he would do. Such is his role in the building of this clinic. Teresa and I had hit an impasse in which we really didn't know which way to turn. We had the land donation, but we were thinking it may be several more years before we can get this clinic built. We called Dale that evening, as we often did, as he was on our patient advisory executive board, and we said, what are we going to do? And he's, within a 16-hour time period, which he would have expected us to do. He had us meeting with his son Thomas, who is the owner of Wise Lumber. Within a week, our problem was solved with the introduction of Randy Parton Construction. This is why we are here today. Dale and people like him with the same heart gave and kept giving. We will miss you, our dear friend, but I feel you're in heaven right now. You're in peace. There's no pain, and you're still looking down as our protector, because he was our protector. Your memory is our keepsake with which we'll never part. God has you in his keeping, but we have you in our heart. Dale has left a legacy in his children and grandchildren. The Kennedys have good genes. They are all little carbon copies of Dale, especially you, Graham. We would like to ask Graham, his grandson, to accept this on his behalf with love. In his honor, we have also established the Dale Kennedy Diabetic Treatment Room, which will be a tremendous asset to the suffering from this chronic and debilitating disease. God bless you all, and to Dale, Godspeed, my friend. And I think Graham has a few words to say in honor of his grandfather.
Thank you.
That's one we'd be very proud of. Okay, good. Graham, you could have stayed on up here because our next presentation goes to your dad, Thomas Kennedy. Thomas is the owner of Wise Lumber and Cavalier Housing. Not only did Thomas get us in contact with Randy Parton, but he donated the supplies. Every cabinet in this clinic was donated by him. For those of you who do not know, Thomas bought the old Wise Hospital. He may have thought those cabinets were just sitting around up there. They were medical grade cabinets. We had our staff buff them up a little bit, and we would not have had cabinets in this clinic or been able to furnish this clinic without Thomas's generous offer. He has the heart that his dad gave him. Thomas, if you'll come forward, we want to honor you and thank you so much. Randy Parton Construction. Randy, if you don't mind to join Thomas up here on the stage. What would we do without you? The times that Randy has called me, Teresa and I have our doctorate as nurse practitioners. We may be whizzes at writing grants. We know nothing about building a clinic. Sometimes Randy would call me and I was actually on the bus seeing patients. I broke out in a sweat. And I wrote down everything he said, and then I called Carl Snodgrass. And I said, Carl, I said, this is what Randy's telling me. I don't really know what he wants, but what do you think? So thank you so much, and thank you for your dedication. You have no idea what you were saying to me when you were telling me this. You could have had a lot of fun with me during this time, Randy. And of course, Carl, being the humble man he is there in the back. But Wise County Industrial Development Authority, without your vision, your generosity, and donation of this free clinic would not have been. The land donation is what began this dream. We thank you, Mr. Carl Snodgrass. We thank you, Wise County Developmental Authority. And we thank you, Mr. Kenny Gilley, to accept this on their behalf. Of course, we have another humble person among us, Dr. Joe Frank Smitty. He expanded on the dream of Sister Bernie, and he does not want us to do this. But he saw the desperate need. He saw the need for specialists in this area. Sister Bernie actually came from Boston, Massachusetts to help the people here. Sister Bernie contacted Dr. Smitty. He's been doing free chest x-rays for us for probably 10 years now, all free of charge. He went and got his CDL license so that he could drive around a semi and do free chest x-rays. We could not complete this without honoring him and without thanking him, because he expanded upon her dream and he gave us a specialty clinic which will bring endocrinologists or diabetic specialists to this area. He has already gotten us our first cardiology clinic scheduled for June 16th, and we thank you, Dr. Smitty.
Sister Bernie, if you will come and stand right here. Tied to the chair. It is my privilege and honor to be able to unveil the portrait of Sister Bernie, our founder and my mentor, which will be on display in our new waiting room. Sister Bernie's vision and passion to provide compassionate care here in the Appalachian Mountains has evolved into the clinic that we have here today. Her unselfish devotion and her exquisite ability to care for others has provided the foundation to our new beginning. During my 19 years with the Health Wagon, she has instilled in me that we must respond to the higher calling to provide for the needs of our fellow man, and that is something that we all must strive for. She has emulated in her life what can best be summed up in the words of our Savior in Matthew 25:40. Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, you have done it unto me. It is a great honor to unveil her portrait here today, and I would like to say a special thanks to Tim and Angel Cox for providing us with this beautiful portrait.
I stand here with you all today because it is you who have made all this happen. Without you, it wouldn't be. And you, Teresa, have stayed faithful to the calling of bringing health care to others. And that is what it's about. And perhaps as a conclusion, we can spend a couple of moments. Each one of you have made a contribution through your hands. We're going to have a blessing of the hands, and this is the words we will say, and Teresa and I will do it. You can put it on this in front. Teresa and I will lead you in doing this. To begin with, I want each of us to take and look at your hands, to study your hands, to see if there are calluses. I'm sure there are, and there's little cuts, and there's a fingerprint which is unique to you on your hand, and it is your identification in the whole world. And to think that God made that to be unique for each one of us. If we're 70 people, there's 70 different number of lines. Take your hands and turn them over and look at the fingernails, which help us to grasp things. And in our hands are 28 joints, which get stiff and need to be pulled out and twisted. And we look at the blood vessels in our hands, which lead to the heart and lead from the heart. And together, I suggest that each person here find a partner and stand up, and we will do the rest of the blessing. We want you to put your hands on the top of the person you're going to be with. And to say these words. Teresa, I honor your hands. May you bring no harm to anyone. May you bring blessing and healing to all. Now, you all say that to your partner. You say the person's name, and you say, I honor your hands. May you bring no harm to anyone. May you bring blessing and healing to the whole world. The Spirit in me honors the Spirit in you. The Spirit in me honors the Spirit in you.
If you would please be seated. I've been presented both the opportunity and the challenge of recognizing so many friends of the Health Wagon and RAM who are here today. And I'm simply a delegate for the ladies here on stage who attempted to recognize those in the audience who've made such a contribution as they have. First of all, Carl Snodgrass with the Wise County Industrial Development Authority, Gene Jolly with RAM, Mark Leonard, CEO of Norton Community Hospital, Mark Vanover, Dixon County, Dixon's Community Hospital, Dr. Bullock, Donna Adkins, Appalachian College of Pharmacy, and Todd Carter from the Appalachian College of Pharmacy, Ramona Chapman and Jackie Stump from the Department of Housing and Community Development, Greg Edwards with Dominion, Gwen Dutton from Senator Webb's office, Alicia Greer and Joyce Payne from the Chamber of Commerce, Sister Jean Kirkish, Maddie Ella Hill from the Health Wagon Board of Directors, Sister Margaret Flynn, Sister Beth Jaspers, and Sister Jacqueline Hanran. The girls have tried to capture the